Bang, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Bam. Wow. 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 Is this thing on? Check, check, check. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Oh, I got a nice little silhouette. I'm darker here. I don't have the lights on today, but it's kind of nice. It creates like a different look, as if we were doing, you know, in a movie-esque. Like it's like we were going for a different type of scene. I am going to get bright, and then I'm going to calm down in a second. If you see, it'll be like a quick transition here. And then, of course, I turned orange. I forgot about the orangeness from the camera. Every day there's something, but we'll get to it. I will fix everything on point. But shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in, being awesome, and just kicking it with the lifer and being an amazing person. Stay blessed. It's Friday. Everything's going to be good. We're going to go through Bitcoin. First thing we're going to do is the same thing we do every single day here on the channel. We're going to put the lemon into the water and decalcify that pineal gland, all right? Get ourselves alkaline onto another level and cleanse ourselves, hydrate ourselves, and get ourselves ready to go. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope today is the first day of the beginning of something big for you. If you're not already in the beginning or making of being in something big, which most of you are. God bless you all for being here. You're with a bunch of people that want to change their lives. The comments are going to be awesome. Super chats are going to be amazing. The energy is going to be high. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to have some fun. We're going to bring it to the upside, baby. Let's go. I love you all. Let's get that music back up and running. It's the Crypto Lifer Show, the show you've never seen, because every day it's different. I love you all. Let's get it in. Blessings on blessings. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's stay hydrated, and let's get into the show. Okay. Breaking down bitty Bitcoin like we do every single day here on the channel. Shout out to my sponsors, I Trust Capital and Decrypted.tax. If you need to get your taxes done or want to redo them or just want to ask a question, head on over to Decrypted.tax today. We'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, another one thing here is this. Bitcoin. Let's break it down. 71,357 was doing well, was doing up, was doing down. Last night, I decided to open up a long for Bitcoin. Right here around 71,200. Took a huge push to the upside to 71,009. I'll be honest, we were right here. Things were going well. I was like, I should take some profit. And I had to, do one errand. I literally left the house for 10 minutes. When I came home, and as the red was just right there, I just couldn't believe it. It's just insane, right? But I forgot, one thing that misplaced was non-farm and unemployment. And so you never know what unemployment or this information is going to do. And unemployment hit us pretty hard and took us down. So that was the issue here. There was just a bit of a jagged move in price action in the regular markets. And there's so much liquidity connected with Bitcoin. And next thing you know, so it was forecasted 3.9. It came out at 4%. So a 0.01% higher than thought, was a higher unemployment rate. But honestly, the Fed likes it a higher unemployment rate. That means they can then cut rates. You know what I mean? They don't want it too good because then, I don't know. It's interesting if you want to really break it down. But this ended up being somewhat bearish for the markets, right? Also, the non-farm unemployment change, the actual was 272 as the forecast was 182. Okay. Anyway, so markets took a bit of a move when the news came out, and that was kind of really what happened. I'm looking at bonk. If you want to just take a look at something that looks interesting, because it has really, really nice look. Bounce, 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 bounce. Resistance, 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 bounce. And we're coming up to this area here. If we do bounce and get close, 2950 looks like a beautiful area to look at for bonk. Falling wedge. I'm not in bonk, so it doesn't matter to me what happens. I'm not pumping my own bags. If I was in bonk, I'd say, hey, I'm actually in the coin. I'm in so many coins, it doesn't, But, and I may take this swing trade, but right now I'm personally not in the coin. But I could see a big move here coming for bonk. If you want to write that down, take a look at it yourself. Do the due diligence and square it away. So Bitcoin, we've been watching it on the smaller time frame. And on the 1 hour time frame too, it looked pretty bullish. Came up, but now look, it finally has started to come down on the stochastics RSI. But all day it's been kind of just playing games. Up and down. Crazy price action here for Bitcoin. And I make sense of what I'm saying by going into the smaller price action, but we do have a little bit of bearish div here, as that is kind of a swing up, and this is a Shapa swing down. Man, it's almost kind of, but it's a little bit of bearish div there. Yeah, they're almost even though. It's interesting. And we could say we're kind of making this pattern here that we broke out of and broke back inside. This is what I've been doing. And so we fell out of it, we fell back inside. If we can stay inside this bottom trend line, we're gonna moon. And there is a feeling of a parabola coming here. There's this parabolic vibe, right? Like we could get a really big move to the upside here for Bitcoin. 71,000 does not want to go down. Every time they try to push it down, 71K pushes hard to the upside. Interesting times for Bitcoin, right? Hope I'm not too loud here. Every once in a while, I just get some mixed signals after a heavy zoom that night. All right. Bitty Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody here on the channel. Where is the chat? Let me pop out the chat and see what's happening in the chat. GameStop. A lot of talk about GameStop. The live stream comes at 12 o'clock today. People said it was 11. It looks like for me it's 12. It might be 11 his time. I don't know where he is exactly. But Roaring Kitty will be on at 12. And I even looked at it myself here, 12 p.m. and 101 minutes. So I'll jump off. We're all going to see what goes on here for Roaring Kitty. But he's already made himself so much money, which is amazing. Although something happened to, GameStop, the stock, this morning. It was released its Q1 earnings early, which is kind of strange, but it did. And revealing a net loss of $32 million. And a 29% decline in sales to $88 million, missing Wall Street's expectations. It adjusted EPS was reported as a loss of 12 cents per share, against an expected loss of 9 cents per share. Despite the financial downturn, its net loss improved from the previous year's $50 million loss. The market reacted negatively, with the stock dropping from a pre-market high of around $70 to $42, a 10% decrease. Let's just take a look at it ourselves, just to see what it is. GameStop Corporation at 36 right now. So it's taken a pretty big beat down, right? Now everyone thought this morning it was going to rip and he was going to have these calls, right? I'm curious to see what happens here and how is this devised, right? And so it still looks like it may recover. It's in a pretty good uptrend in the long term. He's still doing damage, but look at the 1 hour coming down on the stochastics RSI. Wanting to push down. Look at your daily. Your daily's got momentum. Interesting. Look how the stock market is just so our 3-day chart looks like it could make a move. So I guess what I would have to do, because the stock market is just, something like this, right? And just kind of trust in the traced lines. But you're looking for a move here to the upside on the 3-day chart. To me, looks pretty okay. Your weekly is overbought. Your weekly is a little cooked, and you went to a high of 63 just 3 weeks ago. Would have been a great time to get out of that trade, right? Now it's back below the 200 SMA. You want to get back above. Oh, no. Forgive me. I'm reading it wrong. But it's above the 200 SMA on the weekly, which is a bullish sign. As long as it stays above the yellow line. See, the last time it did that, it could really go on a big tear. So staying above the 200 SMA on the weekly is a big deal for me on any asset in the world. And you can see I look at this just like I look at how we look at Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing, you know. But interesting how, like, just you don't really get solid. This is like the price action is a lot harder to look at than it is in crypto. Could be coming for a retest, possibly. And then it bounces back up to the upside. All right. But anyway. And then we also have GME in crypto, right? And I was looking at this. This is GME on ETH, which got a big post today from Kyle Chassafe. You know, he has a lot of followers. He talks about it. He pumped it pretty nicely. No, he didn't. I'm not saying he pumped it. He talked about it. What I mean, like, you know, he social media got it out there. People talking about it. He likes GME on ETH, thinking that GME on ETH will be kind of begin. I'm not all about the running on into this narrative. It's a cool narrative. It could make some money. I'm sticking to the Caspa memes and some other narratives. I'm staying kind of honed in. I don't think I'm going to run in, but this looks like it could make a move. That's a bit of a Sammy Cup and Eddie, is it not? I mean, right? And like the Roaring Kitty story is something like someone like me dreams of, right? Like a digital nomad in the world playing with stock market. Like, you know, he's a social media guy. Next thing you know, he ends up falling in. He's basically going to be a billionaire. It's pretty interesting. Like, he achieved the thing that I talk about all the time. Like, he'll become, you know, high, you know, it looks likely like he may become a billionaire, right? So anyway, it's just insane. Well, look, there is some gains there out of the Sammy Cup and Handy. And then from here, I would pull a Fibonacci just in this little level. And yeah, you bounced off the golden pocket right there. Something super bullish. It won't hit the 786, but I'll always look for it if I can get it. Bang. How are you doing, sir? Happy days for crypto lovers. I sold my everything and bought Bitcoin around 30K, man. God bless you, brother. Hope all is well for you. Somebody said I joined. Give me access to the Discord, sir. I do not give people access to the Discord. If I did that, imagine how my company would run if I was the one doing the back end. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com if you need any help getting into the Discord. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. Also go to my website. There's a support section. Fill out the support if you want. Either one works. Just do whatever makes you happy. I took mean profit this morning. Sell the news. Memes, baby, memes. And Sean, God bless you. Thank you so much. And we're going to pin that message. And that's if you want to join the Crypto Lifer. Jump into Blowfin. Go to iTrust Capital. Or sign up to our weekly newsletter. Those links are right there above you waiting. In this like gray, I don't know, teal box. I don't really even know what color that is. I'm slightly colorblind. Okay. Sam, I made 70% today out of your cup and handle technique. Bless you. God bless you, Delia. I'm telling you, baby, the cup and handle is amazing. Can't wait. AI and gaming, when missions are created, bases what you want. Like, shout out to Epidemic Moments. Okay. All right, moving forward. Can you check engine, I think you asked for? Or no, injective, right? What's up, lifers? Shout out to Andy. God bless you, Andy. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Andy. Shout out to Hassan. Shout out to Ruperto. Ugas. Shout out to Juice World. Bang, bang, bang in the game. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So looking at GME on ETH could possibly make 142% gains if it holds this key level, which is a previous resistance, which could be a double bottom support there too as well. At a 618 Fibonacci, there's some confluence coming in there. All right. JASMY, baby, JASMY. That coin's been hot. I gave the 3-day coin, the 3-day chart. That thing has just been pumping. All the way up to 4.2. I'm looking for my target all the way back to 5 cents. Only a matter of time. Now we look for JASMY just to consolidate yet again. But this thing's on a tear and just continuing to do damage. I'm loving to see what I see for JASMY. Sir, your stream success is all about your positive vibe, dressing in confident voice. Amen. Shout out to Daily Live Crypto Trading. Shout out to everybody here. We love you, we appreciate you, and we care about you. I need some water. How about you? Let's get a little more hydrated out here. The summer is getting hot. We got to make sure we stay hydrated. You sweat without realizing it. Okay. All right, moving forward, so many crazy coins. Let's get back into Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the DXY. We're going to look at what's happening around the markets and break it down. Remember, our macro analysis comes out today. We're going to break that down to you for you as well. Stay tuned for that. Or we're going to give you, Bitcoin dominance, all sorts of other, Tether dominance. So look out for that video. It comes out later on today. Really is the piece of the puzzle for your trading month. Join the 99. Already feel better mentally and on the charts. I just want to take this time and say thank you for everything. And we're only getting started. I love Alex, Abby, and baby Lola. We love you. God bless you. And you know what? We're doing this for the family, man. I'm a family man. So if you're kicking it with me, you're kicking it with a family man. And I show up every day here for my family, right? I work 7 days a week for my family. So why can't we all? Right? If I don't take a day off for my wife and kids, then we all can. Grind, baby, grind. I used to hang out with the boys, used to want moments, used to go out drinking, used to waste a lot of time. Now all my time is dedicated to helping my family and helping my business and each and every one of you. Zig Ziglar. Help other people become successful and you will become a success. It's very simple. That's the key to this whole channel. I've learned it. I've studied the greats, from Bob Proctor to Jim Rohn, and I've taken, and there's way more to learn. But I've studied the greats and I've taken what I like from that and continued to push forward every single day and decided, hey, if these mantras work for them, then they can work for me. Those men all dress nice. Those men all always had respect. And so I do the same as these people before me. And, they became multimillionaires many times over and learned the process of success that was more than just money. It was a mental, spiritual process through which you lived. It was a frequency and in which you tuned yourself to, like a tuning fork. And once I decided this was it, I understood what was going on. It just, everything kind of began to fall into a line. And then these are the types of things that you think about. This is what the algorithm will teach you. You won't be getting little cat videos. You'll be getting the algorithm will be showing you things to help better yourself and better yourself and better yourself. And every day you'll take a moment to better yourself again. And when you're sitting there doing nothing, you'll find yourself clicking on a video, and the video will be about, another video about mental motivation, how to keep yourself, disciplined. It's all about discipline. All right. Okay. All right. Now we got people spamming. Please get rid of the spammers immediately. It's pretty whack. Anyway. Okay. Moving forward. So Bitcoin still staying inside the channel at 71,300. We're going to look at the bigger and smaller time frames. We'll end up back in this zone, but it does look like it's consolidating, and there's a chance. The bears tried all their might to bring it back down. It didn't seem like it was possible. This point of control is holding us at about $71,000. We could be at a shoulder, head and shoulder. We could dump. Anything is possible, but that's what we're going to kind of look to find out here by looking at multiple time frames and doing what's called a top-down analysis for Bitcoin. All right. From the bigger time frames down to the smaller time frames to get a better sense of what's happening in the market. Bitcoin back to 71,400. If you took my trade last night, I put out a trade to the trading group. It was up beautifully when we hit 71.5. We're actually up pretty nice still again. So again, if you took the call that I put out in the trading group last night, you were in gains. As crazy as the price action has been, we did not get stopped out on the call. All right. So God bless everybody that kicks it with the lifer every single day. And God bless all your families, your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, mother-in-law, father-in-law, aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, brother, sister, everybody in your life. May they all be healthy and may everything be okay. Amen. So let's take a look here at the weekly candle. It's about to close. It's so close. It actually it will be the biggest weekly candle close in Bitcoin's history. It will, because these candles close at 71,280, and this is going to close right now at 71,360. It'll be the biggest weekly candle close in the lifetime of Bitcoin. Right now, it would be awesome if we just continue up and get a really strong close above the all-time high, solidifying that this would now be support. So then we could come back down. Weekly could bounce, similar to how we needed to break back above here. We did that. Similar to how we needed to break back above this, we did that, so we want to see this candle close. Right now it is going to close above resistance, but I'd like to see it close more than $80 above resistance. But so far so good. Beautiful move on the weekly. We went over this many times when Bitcoin was here on my channel. I'll be honest, a lot of people, it's going up, it goes up, everything goes up, you're not bullish enough, it's on the way, everyone go all in, leverage positions, people just diving in, double dive, throwing all their money in, and there's little old me, probably one of the only, we're too far away from the 21, I kept saying. I said, we likely have to come back down and meet the 21. I said, it's very likely that Bitcoin will come, the 21 will come up, and then we can break to the upside. This is my trading style. The stochastics were high. They needed to come back down and reset. I go over this so much, and this is how I trade the 1 minute. This is how I trade the 15. This is how I trade the 1 hour. Do you get it? Does everybody understand? Hold up, I want to ask a question here. Does everybody understand how I'm using the bigger time frame to trade the smaller ones? Who here's mind is just blown right now? Let me know. Put a yes or a no in the comments. I want to connect with you guys here on the teaching right now. Do you get what's happening? Did you ever come to this conclusion yourself? Am I showing you something you haven't seen? Shout out to Rave Sound Records in the house. We love you, man. You're the best. May God bless you and your wife, man. Dude's a legend, man. I can't wait to meet you one day. It's people like you that make me realize I'm doing the right thing. When people like you join the group and I connect like every day, down to earth, cool people, man, that I know I would already be cool with, it lets me know my group is the right thing to do, man. And so you don't even know, you have no idea how deep the connection goes for me. As crazy as it sounds, I only know what you have taught. I like chocolate. The lifers are all great people. God bless everybody. Can't wait to meet you one day. God bless Maxim Chocolate. Why are you all smashing that like button? There should be over 1,400 likes. I appreciate that, man. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. So look, I said this over and over again. Bitcoin came back down to the 21-day moving average like it was supposed to. Made the flag, right? It just kissed it. Got close enough, and now we're back up on the movement. And I just want to reiterate, if you were a crypto lifer or you watch this channel, none of this pullback was a surprise to you. And we got through it like champs. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 6 weeks, and we had one good week in there. 6 weeks of pain. It felt like the end of the world. It really did. And for a lot of the market, people were bugging. Speaking of which, where is that crypto fear and greed index sitting at 77? Of course, roll that dice. 77 for the crypto fear and greed index here for Bitcoin. So the weekly, to me, has another leg has a big leg. Right? And we could even continue like this massive leg, but we'll take the first leg. But I could see, an extra big move. We're talking $96,000, $97,000 Bitcoin somewhere by late July. And I'm going to say it like I've said it every single day for a while. It could be a very hot summer, if you know what I'm saying. It just might be a very hot summer. I mean, the stochastics are setting up. Things are looking pretty nice. You never know. You tell me, I'll tell you. We'll get back into it, but it just might be a very hot summer, I'm telling you right now. And you know what? I'm just saying, you do what makes you happy. I'm just showing you the foreshadowing. I mean, the spring, we've already got the spring. Do you get it? Spring into summer. We got the spring. That's a real word in Wyckoff too. You get the spring. I mean, we're getting the spring right now out of this flag to the upside. Measured move to 96. Imagine people going crazy. And then we get to $100,000 Bitcoin. It's going to be a pretty insane thing. And I'm probably going to cry on camera like I always do, like a baby. 100K, we knew we were going to make it. Oh my God. But, but Bitcoin looking pretty nice here on the weekly. And we're looking for a pretty big move further to the upside for Bitcoin. Let's get into my 3-day chart. I like to go, and even the 5-day chart. 5-day chart looks pretty good to me too. Everything looking ready to rock. And a little bit of almost bearish dip there on the 5-day as that swings down and that swings up. Something to think about. 3-day chart also, it's a little bearish div there as that swings down, but we can almost say like, I guess that could have been the bearish div and we came back up. I see kind of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder kind of vibe going on too. Maybe we make a right shoulder. We play again on this line. You can see resistance, resistance, resistance. I mean, Bitcoin is right at resistance on the 3-day. It's got to break back above this to remain bullish. This is the big move here for Bitcoin. The daily curving a little high. We're going to have to see this kind of give us a little one more 1-2 punch. We're also at a resistance here on the daily. Right at it, like 71,500 key area that we must be able to break back above, that we can't seem to break back above. Now, this brings us to the daily, and I've been showing you guys and everybody this on the daily. We talked about it when this flag was down here, and we got the bounce. You could even almost put it in an ascending triangle here and leave that niche off. There's enough touches on this to be a trend line. You could put it up there. So to me, this is what we're seeing. I mean, we got Bitcoin in a bit of an ascending triangle, and it also has like a shoulder kind of head, shoulders. It also, to me, resembles somewhat of a complex inverted head and shoulder. You know, it's the belly, right? And it's the rounded bottom too as well. Like it's got a nice rounded bottom here for Bitcoin. Do we make a cup? Do we make a handle? Is it a chance that Bitcoin comes back down before we pump? You never know. Only time will tell, but we've been getting tighter in the zone, and we've been talking about this as it gets closer and closer and closer to crunch time here, and we are just, a move is coming for Bitcoin. Now, the stochastics are a little overbought for me. The 3-day chart still has legs, though. The 2-day chart still has legs for a massive punch, and once we punch up, I mean, boom. There's really, you can see, we're really at, even though the weekly may have a higher place, and we may have gone a little higher, when you look at the candles on the 2-day, 3-day, daily, and stuff like that, like, this is just, once we punch through, you could say it's 71. You could say, what is it, like 71,008? Once you punch through 71.8, I mean, so we're so close to a monumental move here for Bitcoin. And the 4-hour, pretty strong time frame. Also at a resistance. So, and the Stokes have curved down slightly. And so do we come right back down to the bottom of the channel? It would make sense that we may. 71,370. And just, even if we're bullish, we could come back down. And you look at the bigger idea, it's like we're also in a bit. So this is kind of what I'm seeing. And we'll zoom into this now. So, and I didn't really see this trend line before, but it's legit to me. I mean, it follows a decent line. And so, like, bounce. Like, can we stay and get tighter in the zone before we break out? Can the 1 hour come and do a curve and break out? Or do we end up back are we kind of shoulder headed back to the bottom of the pattern? It's Friday. There's lower volume, but there's a lot of punch coming. Honestly, see how tight the moving averages are, and see how I see the 200, and we just got a golden cross? I'm staying long for Bitcoin, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get another move. And with all the shenanigans that went on, there's much less likely, I guess, that we get stopped out now after they did all that. So we could keep a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio and still be below this wick. I'm already in the trade. I'm in 2 different trades, one on the long time frame, one on the short term. I'm trading basically this little flag here, just like this. And I'm also trading a bigger time frame. But so this is what I'm seeing. I want to see the stochastics reset on the 1 hour without losing this bottom trend line. If that happens, we're in the money and we're likely going to push. So I'm staying long for Bitcoin. I even kind of see a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. So I'm long. I'm not, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, and I know I go back and forth. But straight up, without any BS, I'm long right now. Like, I'm not trying to say I'm this or I'm that. Some people will say, oh, Bitcoin could do this. Like, and I know I've given you an analysis, and you do what you want. But I'm long, and I'm sticking to it. All right, and I'll come back tomorrow with my head low if I get banged on. Or I'll say, hey, we did it again with a massive punch to the upside. You never know. 70% of the time, I come back saying we did it again. So the odds are good in my favor that I get to come back tomorrow saying bang, bang, bang. But you never know. You never know. Consistency is key, and it cloaks any error, right? Consistency cloaks error. You get what I'm saying? When I do make a mistake, it happens, but I'm more right than I'm wrong because I'm consistent. If I wasn't consistent, then it might be 50-50. You get what I'm saying? Same, and learn that exact idea that you just learned from me through real life, take from trading. So if you just keep going if you find a nice system and you keep going at it, like you see me, I trade the flags with low stochastics, and I know where the moving averages are, and I use the moving averages in my favor. And when they're in my favor, I take all that and I look for the high volume node. Like today, why would I take the trade? Well, We have a high, we have a low, we have a higher low right now with a massive wick, but we still made a higher low. Slight micro uptrend right now, right off the bat. We have tight moving averages. Whenever I see that, we get a move to the upside. So that's also a high probability. Then we got this beautiful high volume node here. Boom. And then, you know, the stochastics just have to reset. And I have lack of momentum in the MACD. The MACD's kind of got lack of momentum both ways. All right. Your TA on Wolf yesterday worked exactly, sir. Shout out to Derm. God bless you, Derm. Thank you for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. Let's take a look at Wolf. Was it Wolf on MEXC? Really? What happened? What did I don't even know what I say. I mean, it looks like we bounced a little bit off the lows. We're up. I mean, I don't know if it's like, I don't remember. I'm always like, when I look at the TM, I'm like, what did I say? Team 80 had a nice leg up after yesterday's stream. Elwolf. Thanks in advance. CLSK. Clean SPAC on the NASDAQ. So yeah, the last time we looked at Clean Spark, and I know it's some type of Bitcoin company. I believe it's Bitcoin mining. I mean, it looks like it's just getting tighter and tighter, you see? Whenever I don't know a coin or a project, the first thing I'm looking at is like the bigger time frame. But look at that daily. I mean, the daily looks like it's going to pump so hard. That looks like it's going to pump so hard, you know? And it bounced off the 618 golden pocket, and now it's at that high volume node. High probability this breaks out. If you want to be like extra careful, make for it to break 18 and retest. But I feel like anywhere between 18 and 20 is a buy, just because that means it broke above this level. And that means this is its next support zone, like its new bottom. And it also broke this trend line. So you'll get a break of the trend line and a break of this support, and you'll be above the high volume node. Aggressive entry is right now. And it looks like there's 118% gains coming to 35. And it says you can get there by, wow, it even says there's a possibility you get there by, I don't know, the end of the summer or something like that. Who knows? I'm not great on timing. I never have or said I would be. And I don't plan on being. Roaring Kitty stream is scheduled for 12 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. 76 minutes left before Roaring Kitty comes out. Any exposure that would be out there would be the Solana GameStop or the GameStop on ETH. This one already had a bunch of tweets about it too as well, and some people talking about it. I'm not in it. You know, I don't know if I'm going to chase. I'm more like maybe watching some speculation. But GME on ETH here on Uniswap. All right. There's also a GME on Solana, which is available MEXC, CoinX, BitGet, Gate.io, you know, FEMEX, and all the hottest spots in the game. And this is about 2 cents after that monster pump, right? And we saw it in a little flag on that 7-minute, remember? And it did break out, actually got 34%, actually went up a little more. It's back to break even now. And then with GME stock getting that beat down, right? And then, so we'll see what happens. It's an interesting day, but, you know, regardless of his stream, they had bad earnings. And as you saw, like, you know, it's crazy. Everyone was hype, and look what happened. They had bad earnings, and they dumped on everybody. It's kind of crazy, right? So everyone gets super hype, and the next day, of course, the stock just takes a beat down. Also, if you look at this, I mean, look, that's a shoulder. That's a head. That's a right shoulder to the downside. So GME looks bearish to me, like it's going to break down. I wouldn't, you know, the 15-minute looks a little bearish to me, too. I could be wrong. Maybe it breaks out. Look for it to break out of this retest, and that would be the bigger move. And then you could kind of put it inside an ascending triangle similar to Bitcoin. If it makes it a consolidative triangle like this, and I see it do something like that, I'll trade it. And I'll trade it up to 5 cents. You know what I mean? But let me see. I like to wait for like the highest probability. I like when the chart pays me, man. I don't like to chase the chart. All right. Hank said, can you do something quick on FLOKI? Let's take a look at FLOKI. And, you know, Bitcoin analysis was top down. We figured it out. We're pretty we know where we're at now for BTC, right? It didn't take us long to get to right where we're at. And you can see why I'm bullish. I think you can understand a little bit. Now, it also has a Bart Simpson vibe, and I wouldn't be surprised if we dump straight back down to this 21. So I'm open-minded to get stopped out here. Anything could happen. anything could happen. I was going to do a watch party, but I don't know if I can stream what he's streaming. I think that might be, it might be an infringement or something. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at ETH BTC. And that's a good question. Someone, do we long ETH now? Actually, I never leave the Bitcoin chart. I was, yeah. Someone asked for FLOKI. I'm in FLOKI personally. I like FLOKI as a coin, as a trade. I believe it's hot sauce right now. I like the breakout too that we got. So, right, the original flag here broke out, came back, did the retest, broke out again. And now I drew this bigger, flag in there, which to some people I know maybe, but it's how I do. It's how I does, yo. It's how I does, me. I does me's, yos. I does me's. So look, this goes all the way to like 0.00044,325. All right. I told you, walk over there. I tried to do Christopher Walken. I've been working on him, I walked in the room. Get a glass. Did you get the glass? I told you 7 times. I like to talk slow. I'm Christopher Walken. I got to work on it. I'm getting there. It's very early, all right? So don't judge me on it. I'll work on it. It'll get better. I want a plethora of people. I want to be able to do more than just the 2 guys, the 3 people that I do. I want to expand. But I always forget to work on it. But I'll work on it. I'll do it. I'll get it done. Needs some work. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I know. I got Peter. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room. My name's Peter Griffin. I got Peter down. I know I can do Peter on a whim. I can bang it out. Like, for years, I've been able to do Peter. It made people laugh. You know what I mean? And Marky Wahlberg. It doesn't matter. Tom Brady. I don't know why he put all his money in with that kid with the curly hair. Me and Rock got into gala, and I told him what we should do. It doesn't matter. I'm cool with Joyner Lucas, and everybody knows me. My name's Marky Wahlberg. And can you... Peter is flawless, dude. What about Jim Carrey? Yeah. Somebody stop me. Yeah. Can you check Welsh, please? Thank you. Do Ray Liotta. I can't do Ray Liotta, but I could do an Italian guy over here. Hey, let me tell you something, kid. You're gonna be the best, huh? Everything you do, you put your life into it. Don't be like me. I'm from the streets, huh? I'm a piece of garbage over here. But you can do something with your life, kid. Make sure you go after it, huh? Do something for me. All right? I'll be out here in the streets for the rest of my life. I made a bad decision. But you can get out of here. Hit it, kid. Do something for the rest of us, huh? Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all. So FLOKI and a beautiful flag here could push up to 44121. I like to see that, and I like the flag, and it's retesting previous support as resistance. If everything goes well for Bitcoin, we get a sideways move or even up. There's a nice move here for Bitcoin. All right. Ace Ventura, pet detective. You're funny, right? Yesterday, you did a voice that sounded like Peter Sellers from The Party. You're son of Peter Sellers, man. May you please check high token chart, Sammy. Send it a TA, a super chat for TA and deep dives. Let's take a look at the fan funding that's coming in today. And shout out to everybody here. Wow, a lot of people. Mr. Market woke up to a bear div on the 3-minute. Entered a short, made $70 in 13 seconds. Thank you forever. Teach a man to fish. Woke up to bear div on the 3, entered the short, made $70 in 13 seconds. My man made it. Can you please check Welsh? Thank you. It's funny, I looked at Welsh this morning. It's so weird, and I haven't ever, and then you talk about it. Let's go. Love the energy. This live is my favorite way to start the day. I've made over $2,000 this week trading. Thanks for everything, bro. Underground Crypto. God bless you, man. Thank you for everything. May you stay blessed. All right. Wow, the super chats are coming in, and they're coming in hot right now. One love from Mike M. Tori, can we look at Flux? Yes. AMB Motocross joined the 99 yesterday. Already feel better mentally and on the charts. I just want to take the time and say thank you for everything. And we're only getting started. Love Alex, Abby, and Baby Lola. Yes. Just wanted to read it again. Liver, can you chart Land Rocker on Max C, please, sir? LRT. Wow, a new one, too. Thank you for the third super chat on a live stream from Motto. Shout out to Jan Leonards. And we looked at Clean Spark. Thank you for that super chat. And can you look at FLOKI? We take a look at FLOKI. Another one for Welsh. We'll take a look at Welsh. Can you check out Adam? We'll look at Adam. And can you take a look at 1 inch from Jess Burke? Shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look at 1 inch, Adam and Welsh, and get these done and bang them out for each and every one of you. First thing we'll take a look at here is 1 inch. We did have a setup for it yesterday. We went over it. Actually didn't look too bad comparatively, right? I see 1 inch mainly. It's on CoinX. It's on Binance, on KuCoin. I don't see it on MEXC, so, you know. But I did see it in a bit of this, kind of see this rounding cup and handle here inside of a bit of a flag, and it looked like it could break to the upside. I like what I was looking at on the daily time frame for 1 inch. When I saw the stochastics RSI turning, it, you know, got me interested. The MACD is a little over, getting a little overbought, but it still has it could wick up one more time for a nice little pump. And if we get that push up, I could see it getting to 66. So interesting times for 1 inch. A little overbought on the 2-day and the 3-day, getting a little high. But the 4 hour also a little overbought too there. See the 4 hour? But I'll be honest, if you get this pump for Bitcoin, it's going to rise all ships. It's going to be one of those things that just like the market's going to go into euphoria. It could be one of those Friday euphoria pumps and all-time high on a Friday. I mean, it'd be amazing, right? What a day. Get out of work to an all-time high for Bitcoin. Tell your boss you quit right then. Just, I'm out. Yeah, I'm just... Who knows what it's like to tell their boss I'm out? It's the best feeling ever. Or who knows? I didn't even have to tell my boss was out. I was actually working with someone I really liked. The gig really just ended. It ended. Wow, 71,560. We're all the way back to where we started for Bitcoin. And I kept my longs open, baby. And now we're back in the money. It's getting pretty crazy. It was hard to keep those longs open, but we did what we had to do. If you look at the 1 minute right now, it looks like we're about to blast. You see this? I mean, that's a symmetrical triangle that's getting ready to possibly Air Jordan itself to the moon. It could go 50-50. I'll take it. It could go either way. Sad to say, it is a 50-50 pattern. Do we break down to 69? Do we break up? And this is where liquidity comes in and, you know, indicators. So like you see price action through patterns, but then you want to use your indicators to fine tune what's likely going to happen through probability. Nothing is perfect and nothing says exactly what will happen. And if you think you have a crystal ball, then you're probably going to get wrecked. If you think you're playing on probabilities, you're going to, hopefully you'll do pretty well. So look, we have so much more liquidity above us, up to 73,200. That's amazing to me. I mean, that's hot sauce, right? And look how much liquidity we have. It just trumps all this liquidity down here. There's so much more liquidity up here than down there. So much more. 69,006, right? So this suggests, hey, it's more probable that we go and fill these orders up here. They want to buy Bitcoin at 70. They want to sell Bitcoin at 73,000, 72,800, 72,400, 72,000. Swing trading it around with big money. And this is how many Bitcoins? That's not $852. That's 852 Bitcoin. All right. This is BookMap. Link to BookMap in the description below. I do get a commission if you sign up to BookMap. I'd greatly appreciate it. And it shows you where the liquidity is. All right. And I have BookMap Perp here with Bybit, OKX, and Binance Futures combined, giving me BookMap data, an amalgamated data, which you can't really get anywhere else either, right? Because you'd be on one exchange. So I'm getting an edge by seeing a little more of the market, and it really helps out. And you can see what the candlesticks are hiding. You can draw the pattern. Like, see that same pattern I drew? You'll see it on BookMap. Because this is the 1 second chart. I mean, look, it's every second. And you're getting the price action in real time. Immediately, look, it's like you're getting fed you're seeing the orders come in and out immediately. You're watching how Bitcoin price action really gets made. Understanding so much more about liquidity by using this program. It may be intimidating at first, but over time you'll get it and it'll really blow your mind. So this is really where it's at. You know, let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. You people were the ones that got me. I say this now every day. I had 3 people watching me, then I got 3 likes, and then somehow we got 6 people watching me. And literally, I'm talking 3 people used to watch this live stream. It started at the very, very bottom, at the very beginning. I was at my bottoms. I had basically nothing. I mean, I was starting out. I had my job. I had my Bitcoin savings and stuff like that, but I didn't, you know, it wasn't a lot. I didn't have tons of money. Bitcoin was $3,000, like, you know. I had gotten in around 1,000, you know, so it's not like I was up huge at 3,000. Man, my life changed when I stuck with crypto. Everyone that I noticed that stuck with anything in their life ended up becoming a millionaire. Like everyone that stuck with art and kept doing their art, they ended up selling some paintings and made, you know. People that did rap and they just kept doing the rap over and over and over again, eventually somehow broke through and made it. It's just so interesting to me. And so I decided if I can pick one thing and use the internet, I can make it. And I was convinced that I was going to make it if I did that. And that's exactly what happened. I saw so many human beings do it. And so I decided, you know what? I'm sick of watching everyone else make it. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. I'm going to go at it. And I didn't know that I was going to make it with my own investment as my channel grew. Like it all came together. It went hand in hand. It was an insane movement. And we're still in it together. You guys are still watching it happen as it happens. And I just want to say it's each and every one of you that made it happen. That's what kind of sparked this whole thing. Without you guys, there's no channel. Because there's no, 1,400 viewers is a solid lot. I watch channels with 1 million subscribers, and they're getting 1,400 views on a live. Live streams are not easy. They're not like the content that other people make. So I feel so blessed right now every single day that I go live by the following and the people here. So God bless the lifers. Thank you so much. It's each and every one of you. They're giving me a life worth living and a purposeful life. And I really love having the purpose to show up every single day. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. The next hour of the show is going to be the best hour ever of my life, baby. This is it. This is it. I got my Labradorite right here, and I got it channeled so you can see like a beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if you guys can get it, but I have. Oh, there's some right there. It's called. It has essence in it. See the stone? It's got these beautiful essence in it. And when you get Labradorite, you're getting it for the essence, technically. Like, so you kind of move the stone around in the store, and you're looking to see some good essence. That's what the Labradorite collectors are going for, and so God is the number one, right? Stones aren't like stone or no stone, but the idea behind stones is they do collect energy. They do, and we are made of energy, and certain stones can help reverberate your energy or help you kind of recharge your energy, or maybe even move forward towards something. Whatever, and you can think that or not, and you can do it without it. You can do whatever you want, but there may be just a magnetism, electromagnetism, something to that stone, and that's kind of how I look at it. There is a science to that, in my humble opinion, as insane as it may sound. All right. Let's take a look at Atom. Atom's sitting at $8. Been kind of, I call that, when a coin doesn't move, I call it flatoshi, right? Like it's just flat. Like, what are you doing? Like the whole market's moving. Atom just too much. Atom is staked. Not many people know about it. I don't think it gets enough love. I mean, you can make 13% on your Atom right now on Coinbase. Can you believe that? So everybody is staked in there. Nobody's taking the Atom out, and it's just going flat. It hasn't moved in literally 2 months now. It's been sideways for 2 months, and that's a bear flag. Sad to say, like as much as I like it, I mean, that's a bear flag. Like, does Atom dump to $1? Doesn't look like it. Look at it's at its bottom. Well, I don't know what to say, man. It's either getting ready for a huge move to the upside, and I put a lot of money in Atom, and I'm a little disappointed at this point. By now I would have liked a $15 Atom at least. So I honestly don't know what to say. Atom has me a little ticked off. I mean, it's earning. So as long as it can get back to where I bought it at, which was like 9 something, it is earning 13. I don't know why, but you can get a very high APY on Coinbase if you stake Atom. So seeing this bit of a falling wedge coming back to the double bottom, I'd love to see Atom do some damage. Like, please, Atom. Like, how long are you going to sit here? It's super oversold on the weekly. And it is in a bit of a cup and a handle there. You see that? And that's previous support, which is resistance right there. But come on, Atom. Like, let's get above the point of control. Let's get above 10. Let's get our move back to 15. And even then, like, that looks like it will take like 8 weeks to get to 15. Does Atom ever get back to its all-time high? I don't know. The way it's moving makes me wonder. Because I've watched a lot of price action. I mean, Atom did it, I guess, here. It just went sideways again. From like August, September, October, November. And then it eventually started to pick up. But there's also so many other things in the Cosmos ecosystem other than Atom at this point that are actually like, that can make you more money. And, you know, I don't know. Atom's got me thinking. It's tied up a lot of funds. I'm wondering, do I shift my Atom into something better? I mean, there's going to be so many other opportunities out here. It's kind of my safe bet for Atom, but then you look at a safe bet and you're like, why am I parking you? You got to give me something in return. So kind of sad, man, watching Atom, in my humble opinion. It's been the worst performing coin in the whole market, really, if you think about it, besides things that have like pumped and dumped. It's a fact, and I love the ecosystem, and I'm all about it. What do you guys think's going on with Atom? You know, what are your thoughts on Atom? I'd like to hear what you guys think. What's going on with Atom? Cosmos ecosystem, is it dead in the water? Do people just don't know about it? What's happening? Sammy, I've been staking Atom on Kepler's wallet. Yes, yeah, that's the thing, yeah. It's giving you something that's giving you great rewards. Okay. Sell Atom and buy Maneki, right? You're funny. I mean, had I done that, you know how rich I would have been? I would have made like a couple $100,000 already had I done that at the right time. So Welsh got sent all the way to the downside. It's funny. I remember I sold off my Welsh somewhere here. Then it pumped. And wow, weeks later, it comes all the way back to where it began. That's why these meme coins are crazy, you know, especially BRC20. The entire Bitcoin ecosystem kind of has, I'm not saying it collapsed, but it came back down to kind of where it began. It's like starting from scratch. It's going to come out with BRC20 2.0, and I believe it's going to come back with a vengeance. We're not done with Stacks. We're not done with Alex. You know, I have exposure to BRC20. I believe there's a reason to have exposure to that. But we'll see. Only time will tell. There was a lot of hype around the last rally, and it will come back. I could see Welsh breaking back above this and continuing back to the upside. But again, it's all based on speculation, and this is a meme. Am I going to be in Welsh? No, I've had my time. I got in here early, and I sold right around there, and then it would take off. So I think Welsh always will leave a funny taste in my mouth because, but at the same time, I did make good gains. So I got to be happy with what it did give me, even though it could have given me way more. Hulk Solana. Hey, Lifer, can you check Solana? I'm long from 68.15. Let's take a look at Solana by my man, Hulk Solana, with the 199 pound. Now let's keep getting those likes up to the watchers. You people help me get to where I'm at. Come on now. 1,000 likes is what's going to happen. You could get it to 16, 17. You get this to 1,000 likes on the live. Watch this go to 2,000 people. Watch. You guys can do it. You want to see your power, the power that you have as a person? Watch what hitting the like button will do. I'm just telling you. I can't do it. So my hands are tied. I can only talk about the concept of the like button, and then it's up to each and every one of you. 171 for Solana. I see it inside this beautiful flag here. And let's redraw Solana and start from scratch again. It can never hurt. But what I really see, it's kind of following the Bitcoin idea, right? Like Bitcoin's in that same bigger idea. And it is a symmetrical triangle, which could, they are 50-50. But, we've been grinding from a low area and consolidating. If Solana breaks this, it is going to come back down to 156, 137, and then it has a level there at 117. Those are your three levels you're looking at for Solana. Soul, baby. And then if it breaks 184 or 186, it's gone, right? It's probably going to crack the all-time high and then continue. The measured move is this level here. And this puts Solana somewhere 295 into the $300 level, somewhere by, I guess, June 30th. All right. And the 4-hour looks absolutely lovely. And then I flip on the moving averages. And if they're tight and right, if I see tight moving averages right now, when they come on, for some reason that's when they're that tight and you're above the 200, a move is likely coming with low stochastics. So I would not be surprised if the first move is to pump out of here. We break the all-time high. We hang out somewhere here. We come down, we retest, and then we break out. Measured moves taking us somewhere to 295 to 300, and I even see 344 on the bigger time frame if we take the bigger leg. The bigger leg is this whole kind of pole here. And I'm getting somewhere like 330, 345 for Solana before it retraces and goes on maybe another leg. So Solana looking nice to me for a big move. And I'm in Solana, you know that. I got in at 109. So I'm still sitting pretty at about a $62,000 gain right now. So we'll see. We will see. But when your money works for you, it's awesome. My 100 grand making that cake, right? All right. Bitcoin at 71,300, just kind of sitting pretty sideways here, doing its thing inside the pattern. There's some liquidity they built now down at 71,000. You can see local liquidity there. Are they going to drag us back to 71K? God, you put in my prayers and S3 message for you. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Trust in me like I trust in you. Amen. Have a great weekend. Shout out to Kenny Barnett. We love you. We appreciate you, Kenny. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Michael Hoferica. Shout out to Robin O. Shout out to Phonics. Shout out to Arthur. Shout out to Mavia. Elwolf, baby Elwolf. Shout out to Hunches in the game. Another big pull off Bitcoin, off exchanges. More and more Bitcoin, it's getting so scarce, it's ridiculous. All right. Solana, la la. Solana, la la. Solana. So look, yeah, Bitcoin's still kind of just going sideways in my humble opinion. It looks a little less bullish. I wish the trend line was a little more aggressively up. I get it. It does feel like it did break the trend line. Could be right there. See if it can bounce back in on a wick. It's going to be a little more regiment about the fact that it left and then try to act like it's inside. Because patterns don't really do that. They're really more like 45 degrees and a little close. Like they don't really lose much more, right? And you lost the 200 SMA there, so you needed to hold that, get really tight, and then the explosiveness. Doesn't mean we can't come back up there, though. 71.3 has been an interesting area. But don't be surprised. We could shred all the way down to 70K. We definitely could. It's been a crazy day to trade, I'll be honest with you. It's been up and down, and it's not been easy to hold the trade. You know, you almost have to, I can't look just to hold the trade up, right? It felt like a Monday. It felt like a false move Monday with the unemployment up and down, right? Hey, Sam, can you take a look at JASMY today, please? Cheers. Where do I start after joining the 99? You go to the watch first video immediately. So once you're in the 99, the first thing you want to do, right, is read first. Welcome to the 99. Read first. Group news. These two things are super important. Then go to, you should watch first too, even before you join the group. That's the whole point, to join the free server and watch all this stuff. But watch first too. And get the free guides. All right. All this, you should watch first, free guides, read first, group news. That's like going to take you a few hours. That's a lot of work. So you got work to do right now. Shout out to Peter Gideon. Is Ada waking up? Peter, we'll take a look at that. Thank you for asking. Hope you and yours are well over at the Gideon family over there. This song is for the gains. If I told people God spoke to me once, they would likely think I'm lying. Shout out to Keith Bradbury. We love you. I mean, I've never heard God like talk to me in a voice like, Sam, it is time for you. I don't know about that, but like, I feel like God speaks to me through moments in time and through when I look back and I realize how I used to think it's something and I realized it was really just someone trying to, it was the entity of life showing me something. I think God speaks through emotions and through experiences. Like there's a, for me personally, and I'm not criticizing people that say otherwise, but that's just for me, It's like, what you hear things through life experience. Somehow you hear what you need to hear, right? Okay. Let's take a look at the DXY. But so I like what I'm seeing for Solana. And again, if it loses 159, then we do have to understand that we could be seeing 136. Could be a beautiful scoop up. But Solana looks super bullish to me. And again, a lot of times I'll put out a simple trade. I think a lot of people miss my simple trades. But this would be it. You get in here and you just put a stop loss, below 137, put where you're willing to lose, and you take a ride. And either you gain 124%, and it may take a month and a half or something like that. Or you get stopped out and you live with the reality of whatever happens, right? But that's Solana on the 4-hour chart, right? So Solana on the 4-hour could give you that move. It's getting tight. It's looking pretty good to me. Okay. And there's so many coins. I was looking at Optimus recently. Oh, he took a beat down. Look at that. Looked really nice and then just took a tank and ate all the stops. Look at that. Sad. I like to show when trades don't play out because it's like, look at this, this trade. This trade did not play out, got eaten alive. So crazy. It's looking really tight and nice, but the moving averages weren't with it. You have to see that. The 50 was kind of curving. I'll give it, so it wasn't perfect, but wow. I didn't even think there was enough liquidity for them to like go after that. Shredding it up. And I built a position in ARKM. I guess I'm nice to say it here on the live. And most of my students are here anyway, but I built a position here in ARKM. I like the tightness of ARKM. If I reposition the channel here. But I like what I'm seeing, and it could come back to the bottom of the pattern here, maybe back to 245 would be a nice little scoop up. But it's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Whenever this coin, when it got away last time, it just continued to rip. It was like impossible to catch. So to me, this is a nice little buy zone for ARKM, and it's showing that it's got strength with higher highs and higher lows. So we'll see what happens, but I like ARKM. I'm personally in ARKM, and I'd like to get out about 546 and just swing trade the puppy. No long-term holding. Just swinging it. So right now, anyone who's stressed right now on JASMY wants to know what's happening to JASMY. Well, the 4-hour broke out like it was supposed to, out of the flag, right? And now you have previous support as resistance on the 4-hour time frame. Resistance. You want to stay back above that resistance on the 4-hour. You're going to look for your 1-hour to make a bit of a flag and possibly continue. Look for the 1-hour to get a bit of a pump here. If Bitcoin can go sideways and not dump too hard, this can pump. If Bitcoin dumps, you never know. It could take anything down, and this could dump too. I'd look for this flag on the 1-hour to continue to pump, but it's high risk for JASMY. We were getting into JASMY on the 3-day chart, watching big-time consolidation. See, this is when I started putting it out to the trading group. We've hit the target now, which is pretty cool, which was the length of this pole, and that's where we were supposed to go, and we've now hit it at 4.2. And I gave this on May 5th, right? So it took us a month and 2 days. But it took us a month and 2 days to do some serious damage and make some gains. Look how much gains we made here on JASMY. Over 100%. We doubled up in a month, and that's how you that's how you do it, right? And nobody wants to wait patiently. Nobody wants to trade the 3-day chart. Nobody wants to put in the work, but if you do what you're supposed to do over time, and I show these gains regularly, and you can see, no, you didn't. I'm like, well, okay. We can timestamp it, and it's, no one ever messed with the trade. Look, so let's see where it was here. Funny JASMY, but here I am, 5.5 bull flag on the 3-day JASMY, right? Never been edited. Look at it. It came up and down, went a little more sideways, but that thing continued to moon. And we hit the target. If over 4.1 was the target, we hit 4.2. So, and the stochastics continue, and you knew that if you hit below here, you weren't going to get stopped out. The trade was going to likely play out. And it did. It was magical. So anyway, what a beautiful move for JASMY. Since right here, May 5th, right there, when we put it out. And it just shows you what the lifers do, how we do it. And I look for consolidation. I get into consolidation. I put a stop at the right place. I wait for my target to hit. I get out. It's simple stuff, everybody. Less emotions, more planning out. If you plan your trades out, you won't be as emotional. Okay? And that's the key. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I want to see 1,000 likes. I know we can do it. I don't know what's the hesitancy on the like button. Is it going to hurt you? Is it going to scare you? It won't mess up your hair, I promise. People asking about PENG, P-E-N-G. Let's take a look at P-E-N-G. USDT here. PENG. I would have sworn I had... Oh, that's why I have it off, right? So while PENG had some nice support, lost it completely and fell down. It is a meme, so I guess memes, you never know. But I mean, dang, that was, look, support. Good support there. So that one kind of fell off. It's in a cup and handle now, right? It's got to bounce soon. If it can't bounce off this trend line soon, it's going to drop even lower, right? Retesting this support line. It is in a cup and handle for PENG. But that trade didn't play out perfectly. Could still make some gains. Am I in this trade? I'm personally not. But it looks like, you know, it had some legs. It was kind of the talk of the town for a couple days. PENG has retraced, came up, retracing again. I mean, that's a cup and handle. That's why that's the Sammy cup and handy right there. You would expect this to hold, but it was supposed to hold before and it did not. So let's see if support could hold. If it doesn't, maybe it double bottoms at 49. All right. The measured move takes you pretty far. I mean, 131 for PENG. I firmly believe if I hold PENG for 2-3 months, it'll likely go to 131. I really believe it. It's hot, you know. But anyway, you never know. It could go to 0 too. I don't know. I don't hold it, so it doesn't matter to me really what happens to it. But I hope you make gains if you're in it. I mean, it matters to me if you're in it because I hope you make gains. I don't want to be rude, but you know what I mean. I'm not saying I'm in it. So Aerodrome keeps playing with the dollar. Keeps kind of getting sold off a little bit here. I don't know if there's not enough hype, not enough people don't talk about it. What's going on? Looks like it may have to come back down and test 99 just one time. And if it doesn't if it misses that, 85. Well, we've been watching this kind of flag for Aerodrome and a bit of a cup and handle, right? Bounce there, and then resistance right there. I just thought about my mom in the hospital bed and just watching her rest there and sleep. You know, it's weird when you watch someone die, like you do have, like it just comes out of nowhere. You just think of it, you know, no matter what you're doing. Sorry, I don't mean to be, I should keep that stuff to myself and not even say that it went through my head, I guess. I don't know, it was the music, but I just saw her calmly just in that coma she was in. I just can't believe it. 7 months ago, my mom died on Thanksgiving Day. It was the most tragic day of my entire life. Besides the day I've lost my father on May 1st last year. Anyway, 158 for Aerodrome is the target eventually, but it's got to hold 98. You see that? It's got to hold 98. And now Bitcoin playing games back to 71,280. And it could easily drop to the downside. Let's see how, you know, let's look at our 15 and our 7. So here's the deal. If the 7-minute loses the 200 SMA, that's when I decide that my long, you know, if we close 2 or 3 candles below here into the zone, it's likely we're going to dump. So I use the 200 on the 7 as my guide to get in or out as confirmation. Has it gone below and I've gotten out before? Yes, but usually it dwindles. And then if it goes sideways again, I can re-enter this trade later on. Like, because if the trade just do something, so if it goes lower, comes back inside and I get spooked, worst comes to worst, I don't take the big downfall. You see? It's been working for me recently, so if I take off, you know, that risk, I'd rather, so I like using the 200 SMA on the 7-minute. It's just, if we stay above it, I stay bullish. If we go below it, then everything changes. So I'm waiting on that as confirmation. I'd be watching that closely. That number is going to be about 71,000 if we lose it. All right, we're back to 71,200 too, and it's been chopped. Look at this crazy chop today. Up and down, and then up and down here too as well. Getting more oversold in the 7 and the 15, but that's an M pattern that's pretty bearish to me too as well. So it doesn't look amazing, and Bitcoin's definitely in some Friday afternoon chop for sure. Yeah, Brett has been out of control. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Brett with me. We got into Brett a long time ago, a long time ago. So congratulations if you got into Brett. $1.73 billion in volume. It just continued to rip. It just didn't stop. You would think there would be a pullback eventually coming now. I mean, that's like a straight shot from May 15th to the upside. Crazy. And that's Brett on base, just in case you weren't sure. Wow. It's same coin. It's just looking at different. Yeah, I usually trade this one here, the one on Sushi Swap though. Wow, man. Up to 18 cents. We were getting in somewhere down here, 3 cents. I remember when I first saw this head and shoulder for Brett. Insane. So Bitcoin breaking down. They built some liquidity back down below now. You can see kind of locally, if you zoom in a little bit, 70,500. Still so much more above us that we want to go for. It's crazy. But, you know, Bitcoin's not like simple to figure out today. It's definitely playing games. But once it loses the 200 SMA, look for that dump to the downside. All right. And then once it loses that will be a pretty nasty short. So just be careful. I would watch that closely. Bitcoin could take a nasty dump down. Just be very, very careful. All right. Watch it like a hawk. And see, everybody thought that the Roaring Kitty stream was at 11, but it's not. It's at 12 o'clock, right? So they all jumped in at 11. Someone said it was at 11, but it's not. You know, and it's so funny. Or he did it on purpose to kind of get the hype up. Well, like, that's going to be one of the most. Imagine getting a stream with 92,000. I'm like, I have to be honest. I'm not jelly, but as a streamer on YouTube, I'm like, dang, man, like this guy's doing something that I would only dream of, right? And there's levels, right? There's levels to everything. I'm happy I don't have to, you know, I don't work for anyone for the rest of my life. But like, this is just like 92,000 people waiting. That's insane. And he's like a phenom. Like his life, it just kind of came out of nowhere. It's just pretty interesting what happened to this guy. And he's got like a USB mic. Like he don't even give a dang. You know what I mean? So market's looking pretty red today. And looks like we may take a little bit of a pullback on a Friday afternoon. It all depends on what happens in the next literally half an hour. If we bounce and we stay inside this channel, we're back on for a possible big bullish move. We lose this, we start to dump. It means we retrace, you know, we'll lose this pattern. We'll have to kind of look at something different and restructure kind of what we're looking at. So, and right now we're getting the pounding. Let's see if Bitcoin can hang on here at 71,100, 71,097. Or are we going to get a massive dump down? It is an M pattern. It kind of hit the measured move. This has like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You know, as weird as it is, it could be considered a head and shoulder pattern, right? So wow, after such bullishness throughout the morning, 2 times, then regaining the bullishness yet again, it's been pretty up and down. If you're in a heavy lever trade, it would take years off your life today, like up and down, up and down, up and down. So far, Bitcoin is in flow with the moon cycles. Jobs data came in hot. I know. He's always in not head and shoulders. That's a diamond to reveal the down. No rate cuts. Yeah. So let's see if we can get the move here to the upside. All right. That's what we're looking at. All right. So if we look at the trades here right now, right? One is up 32. Oh no, one's down 1. So I'm down 5 and I'm down huge, right? Oh no. But these are the trades right here. They were up, man, massively 2 times now, but we'll see. Now the 1 minute did lose. It looks like the 1 minute may dump on us. But I stick to my trades and I keep them all, man. I stick to my trades. And to the guy who said he only shows when he loses, that's just a lie. You're a liar. Crypto Santa Claus, man. Please get out of my stream. I don't like you, man. Actually, I love you. I love all people, but you were doing weird things the last time you were here, man. So, yeah, I don't. Me and you don't vibe, man. So I don't want you around my stream, please. Something about you is not cool, and I don't like it. I know when someone's negative and weird, and I take them out of my life immediately. No offense, and I don't mean to be rude. And I'm happy. I'm in a great mood, but I can sense a weird person, man. Anyway, I used to be off and in a negative spot, so I know exactly how to identify someone who's doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Because I had the same folly, so it takes one to know one, all right? So we take a look here at Notcoin. People want to know, is Notcoin going to continue to the upside, or is it pulling back? We gave you Notcoin when it first came out on the early stages here. And now it's starting to consolidate a little bit. Memes are also getting hot. It kind of has a descending triangle vibe, or you could give it like, you know, more of a symmetrical. So it's kind of symmetrical triangle day. It's interesting. It's everywhere. We're getting these, you know, mixed signals. As long as it stays above the 200. So if this gets tight and the 200 pulls in, we're likely going to get a big pump for Notcoin. It also has a big leg up. And, you know, it's a meme coin, right? So it will move with the memes. So if we do, you know, if GameStop pumps, meme stops kind of run with that. You know, so indirectly, every meme is a play on the GameStop pull and a run. You know, so if you have some exposure to memes, they could continue to run. $14 billion market cap, right? Sam, is that a double Windsor night? It is. Yeah, it's a double Windsor. I only rock double Windsors. Yeah, I don't rock anything else. Every once in a while, I'll do a slim Windsor, but it's very rare. So now, look, they slid some liquidity in at 69.6. It wasn't there before, and now they're loading up. So possibly pull us further to the downside here for Bitcoin. All right. Can 71K hold is the question, and that's what we're going to figure out today. All right. And you're going to win, you're going to lose some trades. You're not always going to win every trade. That's just what happens. Right? The facts of life. It is what it is, baby. The key is not to panic sell or, you know, to just either let your, you know, see what you're putting in, go for it, and let it rock, right? So possibly 77% gains for Notcoin. You know, the safe way is to wait for it to break above 2.2 and then hit the retest. Aggressive entry is now because it could dump. You don't know, right? But use a proper stop properly below the 200 and this level at 1.8, 658. And I mean, there's a good risk reward ratio there for Notcoin. So it's like, why not? I'm sorry. I had to. What? Sammy, we're looking at not at the same time. Happy Friday. Can you look at ETH and Bitcoin on their 8-hour and Hikanashi? Also 4-hour and 4-hour. Down. No, I'm not going to change the Hikanashi for you. God bless you, though. I appreciate that. Yeah. Have you ever Bird Dog had a nice Sammy Cup and Eddie? I have heard of Bird Dog. Yeah. Let's take a look at the DXY. Wow, the dollar pumped so hard out of nowhere. Look at that. Oh my God. But it's funny, you know, Bitcoin's not dumping that hard. Like they thought Bitcoin would dump harder. It did not. It's crazy what they just did though. Let's attempt to make some sense of this, but and it has to be manipulation out of nowhere, like, or maybe you never know. I guess maybe a bunch of companies decided that their dollar was getting devalued, so they rushed back into the dollar to stop. See, they know the dollar is getting devalued, but their dollar is getting devalued even worse. All right. Well, look, that's a crazy out of nowhere pump, right? Now we were low on the stochastics, and I did talk about remember I kept saying that the daily was low on the stochastic and pointing up. I said we want to make sure that if we do come back up, we don't go back above the 200 SMA. I mean, that's a strong daily candle. Now, I've seen Bitcoin and the dollar pump together, so it's not all the worst thing in the world. They can pump together. Like today, I wouldn't be surprised if they start pumping right now together. The fact that Bitcoin cannot lose 71,000 is pretty strong. Like, it's making a strong case to hold 71K. Sam, do an analysis on ICE. Porzingis was the game changer yesterday. Porzingis was out of control. He dominated the first quarter, like from blocks. Then when he hit that block, and then he came up and just topped three. He just put the three so nicely, hit it. Unbelievable. Porzingis was out of control. The Celtics dominated last night. Unbelievable. Can we go all the way? You never know. Knock on wood. I hope we do. Don't want to jinx it. You know, may the best team win. We'll take it one day at a time. One day at a time for the Celtics. I believe they play again Saturday night. Yeah. You said the opposite about Porzingis. No. Are you kidding me? When he used to play for the Knicks, maybe, years ago. Now we need Tatum to show up. Go Mavs. Rate cuts from Canada and Europe. No, what I used to say about Porzingis is he gets injured a lot. And he did. He got injured. Look, he's been out. You know, so what I said was true. All I said was he gets injured a lot. That's all I used to say. All right. You said why would I say Porzingis would not play good? That doesn't make sense. When did I say that? I don't believe that. Why would I? It doesn't make any sense. Because I'm a super positive guy and I love the Celtics. Why would I say one of our players wouldn't play good? It just doesn't make any sense. He wasn't even in the playoffs too for the last 3 weeks. So how could I even said he wasn't going to play good? It doesn't. What you're saying makes no sense to me at all. At all. At all. At all. Dude, 7'3". How could he not? You know. Just insane. You don't make no sense. People don't make any sense to me. You know. Can you get people hang on to your everywhere when you're in the spotlight? I can't imagine it sometimes. Have you ever used MCB? Thoughts? All right, man. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, new to the channel, if possible, can someone explain to me how the 2150 and the 21 work together? You gotta just keep watching and pay attention. You want it instantly, and you know. But in a retrospect, it's price action will pump and pull the 21 away from the 200. You see, then price action will have to come back to the 21. When price action gets really extended, it pulls everything away and it has to come back to the 200 before it can pump again. Just kind of like this demonstration here on the DXY. All right. So crazy day. We have non-farm payroll. We get the pump to the upside here on unemployment too. We get the pump to the upside here for the DXY on the daily. Huge move for the DXY. Crazy move. 4 hour still has legs. If the 4 hour cracks the 200 MA, I mean, you know what's going on, right? You want to stay below. You do not want to see that pump. You want to see the 1 hour somehow, but even the 1 hour broke the 200. See, it's all about the 200 MA. Small time frames break, then you go for, so once you break the 1 hour there, then you go for the 4 hour. Once you break the 4 hour, bang. And then when you break the daily, that's also really bullish. You can kind of put the DXY in this flag here, see? And bounce back to the top of the channel. Even if it wants to break down eventually, it could break back up here about to 106. All right. Yeah. I want to teach you my strategy when I bond it with yours. It's a 9-9 win. Amazing, man. Wow, I've never had this streamer ever read my message and respond. LOL. This is the first. Shout out to Israel Bizzo. Thank you, man. God bless you. Yeah. ETH BTC Perpetual. Can you take a look, please? Yeah. Let's celebrate the 10 super chat on a live. Shout out to my man Sood. We love you. We thank you for being here. Hey, Sam. Always watching you, my bro. Not always in the chat, though. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. I love you, Wayne. You've been a long time person here, man. God bless you, Wayne. Hope everything's going well. I mean, people might buy bonds. I think it's other countries devaluing their currency and they're running into the dollar. That's, to me, that's my hypothesis for why the dollar runs up the way it does like that. And just some type of insider move, like some weird move, like trying to save the dollar, you know? Because we're printing so much, their attempt to try to keep the value up, because then we have to keep printing more. But if they announce we print, that value just keeps going down. It doesn't make sense. Like, you can't announce you're going to print and the chart go up. You get what I'm saying? Because you're devaluing the currency, so the chart has to go down. Live from my brother. Can you check VMINT? Holding a nice bag. I think it looks ready for a massive upside move. Their platform is released next week on MintSwap. Okay. I'm a new sub here, bro. Liking your channel, buddy. Shout out to G-Man. Thank you for being here. Shout out to all the new people here on the channel every single day. We love you. We appreciate you. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate everybody. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. Bang, bang, bang. Bitcoin is fighting for its life at 71,000 here. It's like it's likely going to dump now. I mean, they're pressing it on that 200. And I mean, you got your 1 hour coming down on you hard. You just need the 1 hour to bend though and say, no, yeah, we're about to lose 71,000. Here it comes. Here comes the dump for BTC. There it is. We lost the 200 there on the 15. That's when the dump begins. Unless they bring it back quickly and then you lose the high volume node, I mean, it's likely you're going to take a move to the downside here for Bitcoin. All right. Shout out to Lakochi Coker here on the live. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for all the super chats. We looked at FLOKI. We looked at PENG. We looked at AERO. We looked at CLSK. Bitcoin has to save the day here. Otherwise, it's going down, 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 down. I could still bail with a minimal loss today and just walk away and not think about it. And if it moons, it moons. So well, so be it. I can always jump back in. You know? I may just flash close these at small losses. I love flash closing a small loss because it's just like, you know. And why would I flash close the small loss? Like, well, if we break back up inside, unless it's a very, very fast move, we could break back up inside and go sideways here. All right. Battling 71,000. It's insane how we just keep getting back above it. But there's that liquidity down at 69.6 that could just really rug pull us down there too as well. What's your thoughts, Sam? There's some liquidation at 70,504. So not so bad if it reverses. Exactly. Super oversold, but not liking the present. And so this is where you have to just make a decision. It's funny, you'll cut them off and then the trade will fly, right? You won't cut them off, the trade will dump. But normally I cut them off and it does dump. Watch for a better entry for my next long-term, long leverage hold. Yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, I really like what I'm seeing on that on the bigger time frame. Let's look at our 7-minute. If we're losing that 200, yeah, we are. That's what we talked about, right? Could V-shape recovery right back up in there. We're in the money multiple times in this trade. It was just crazy. Yeah, so what I could do is this. I could cut it off, small loss, comes back up. If it goes back in there like 3 hours later, then I could take the trade again. All right? And that way I don't have to suffer a beatdown. Right? So I risked a lot on this one too. It was a bigger trade. I'm going to take the bigger trade down for now. At a very, to me, that's not even a loss because like $30 is like whatever, right? It still is a loss though. Red is red, no, regardless, right? And then I'll attempt to dissect this to see if there's any, you know, technically, I mean, yeah, like I feel like we lost the trend line there though. Even on that. I'm going to keep the smaller trade open and just play with that. It's a very small trade, so that, you know, less could be lost there. That way I shave off some risk, but I still get to play the game, you know. Super chats. See, he says, I think we hold, to be honest. I love when people say that. You have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen either. Let's stop saying what we think is going to happen and just make a decision based on probability. Like, you know what I mean? What you think has nothing to do with what's going to happen. And that sounds so rude. You're like, what a rude guy. I'm just giving it to you straight, man. What you think means nothing when it comes to the charts. What you think about other things means something to me, but not in the charts. All right? I mean, we get back above this 200 SMA. We get back inside. The whole point is I can get back in the trade here, and it's really the same trade. There's not much loss there. Facts. Live to trade another day. Yeah. Learn some manners. What manners? I asked to check pro feed. Life or facts? Yeah. Let's get back into the fan funding here. ETH BTC perpetual. Wow. What is the wow? Hey brother, can you look at Bitgate and SN Pad? Great projects. I'd have to kind of do my own research on them. I don't like to just show coins that I don't know anything about on the channel. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. We'll look at them. And now they're out there for other people to look at. Bitgate. He said, I've never heard of it. Very small. I'd have to do some more research. Very small liquidity, okay? But thank you. I appreciate it. Lego My Sats 369, thank you. You've been around, though. I've seen you before, so maybe what you're saying is spot on. But I'd like to do some research first before I just flash it out there. Can we take a look at ORDI, BRC20, ORDI? Let's take a look at ORDI here. Now, ORDI was a coin we got in $5 when it first came out. Wow, ripping from 35 up to 60. It's doubled since May 12th. I firmly see that there's a movement coming in the BRC20 space. ORDI's been out early bird style, right? Boom. ORDI could do damage. I personally own some ORDI, so I have a position in this. And I firmly believe it's going to do numbers over time. And it's definitely something that I don't want to miss out on. So I have exposure to BRC20 through ORDI. It's really the, it's the inscription marketplace, really. It's the place to be, right? So ORDI is hot. I like what I'm seeing for ORDI. It could do damage. It's inside the middle of a move here. I don't see why it doesn't come back up to 80. And that is pretty close to the all-time high. So look for ORDI to come, hit some resistance, find its way, but I believe over time, and we'll watch what, it doesn't matter what I believe, but we'll watch what the charts convey. But look for ORDI to make another flag, and the next, I don't know, week or two, and see it consolidate, and then another play. It could be a cup and handle there for ORDI. But I wouldn't jump in just now. I'd wait for just some type of consolidation and some better move, especially on the bigger time frame. All right. Sam, bro, big up yourself. Check TOSHI, please. And wow, shout out to Brett, man. I was in Brett, and I've been in Brett for 4 months or something, 3 months. It's been a long time. December, somewhere around there, January. And Brett took its time. TOSHI, I looked at this already, lost that trend line, fell to the downside. Seems like it's attempted to come back. But if you did pull the Fibonacci, looks like it respected it well. Came back down, look, to 786, and it bounced perfectly off the 786. Pretty nuts. So from the high to the lows, goes right off the 786 to the upside here. TOSHI. And if you were on my weekly screen share last night, we had a weekly screen share every single Thursday night. Went over my portfolio, talked about coins like we talked about Rio, Token, and all the RWA coins that we kind of broke down and where they ended up. And some gains were made, I mean, in the last month if you paid attention. It wasn't easy, and you couldn't use your emotions, and the charts went up and down a lot as we DCA'd. But if you DCA'd, kept your loyalty to what you were looking at, stayed convinced, and kept your conviction, you end up in the gains and whatever you ended up kind of getting into. So I like this bounce. I could see this thing continuing. Let's get rid of this that now. And again, it's the same thing. You just add moving averages. I had the 21 to take a look at where it is. When it touches the 21, it tells me it can continue to move. I like that. And then you just type in RSI, and you can type in relative and Stokes. And there it's overbought, needs to come back down. So you're just kind of looking for some type of flag like this. Like, does it go up and down, and then pump to the measured move at about 0.001? 1/10 of a penny. $227 million market cap. I don't know much about it, so. TOSHI. All right. BTC pumps, not dumps. Wanted to point it out. I don't know if that's completely correct. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I think you're kind of like, I don't know. You said it multiple times, and I've been slightly ignoring you, not to be rude, because I'm just a data analyst, and I see people like, sometimes people make correlations, but they don't do a lot of work on the correlation. So let's reiterate. Let's show you, and maybe you did this. But unless you did this, I don't think it's, you don't want to like, anyway, we won't say anything. Let's break it down. So let's take a look at Notcoin and Bitcoin on the same time frame. All right. Probably on like the 4 hour, because they're both pretty new, right? I mean, because they're both pretty new. So sorry. And maybe you're correct. Let's take a look. But let's see it for what it is. So you got to grab some data. And then we want to shrink it down. I think it's just doing its own thing, and it may seem that to you at the moment, but it may not be the case. So look, here we pumped. Now, here you were correct, right? Because Bitcoin, but actually no. So here Bitcoin started to pump, and actually Notcoin started to pump before Bitcoin. So this is interesting. Look, so Notcoin's here, and Notcoin starts to pump. And you're kind of correct. When Notcoin ends its pump and starts to come down, Bitcoin pumped. So you were right there. Here they pump. See, in Notcoin's pump was when Bitcoin was completely sideways. And you're right, in that major pump up there, there was a little dip for Bitcoin. Interesting. So I didn't say you were right or wrong. I just wanted to see I wanted to see for sure for myself. Then we came up here. As this came down, Bitcoin went up. This came up, Bitcoin went down. When this came up, interesting. Here they went up together. They pumped together right there. And then they kind of dumped together now. Now Notcoin is pumping up a little bit as Bitcoin's dropping down a little bit. I don't know if there's a complete correlation or if they're just kind of, but I see there's a little bit there. I think eventually you'll see that it dwindles off, but maybe you're onto something. We'd have to keep watching it to find out if you're onto something or not. All right. But thank you for giving us the observation. There's a chance we just never lose this trend line and we just hold inside here. We just keep playing this game. That's why I kept the trade open, right? We'll see where it goes. See where it goes, boy. See where it goes there, matey. Let's take a look at ORCA. USDT. And I like CoinEx personally. It's like the low. It gets coins on the low, which is cool. So we take a look at ORCA. A lot of times it's the first time a coin's out might be on CoinEx, right? Now Solana Dex, I thought this would do more damage, but it doesn't get a lot of love. Not like Radium. Not as much, I'd say that's a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom there. There's your Adam, there's your Eve. But no matter what it does, you're looking for ORCA to break back above like 324. And then this resistance there at like 282. I don't know. I mean, I think there's so many better projects out there that are hot, that are AI, or that are connected to RWA, that are pumping right now, like TokenFi, or I don't know. So, but if you like ORCA, take ORCA down. I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. It'll probably do well over time, and I don't see why it can't. If the whole market rips, I don't see why it won't get to $10. Do a nice 4.5, 3.5, 4x or something. But that's ORCA for you. Is it time? It's low. It's been hanging out. If you're willing to hold for another, I don't know, you got to hold this for 2-3 months if you want to make gains on ORCA. Doesn't look like it's going to happen overnight. All right. Okay. Going through it. Please do analysis on ICE. This seems like a great project. Waves is dumped hard. This is a good buy, or is there some news? I don't know. Waves gets kind of... ever since I've seen Waves, it seems to be controlled by some type of I don't know, it seems to get pushed and pulled by, I say VCs or so. I don't know though. I don't want to start rumors, but it acts pretty funny, man. It really does. So ICE, which is only here on KuCoin so far that I see, Gate.io and other places. Let's take a look. ICE Open Network. And it is starting to form some type of cool consolidation. You can see it technically broke out. Getting tighter, has a measured move to the upside as well. Possibly could take us all the way up to 0.7740 for ICE. Yeah, it's interesting. And then we have a resistance here too at about 6926. Good day, sir. You mind checking ORDI? Thank you for saying that. God bless you, Holo Liver. Wow. Shout out to Dana Schwartz. And we're going to take a look at ICE. Let's take a look at it here too as well and find out what it really is. I've heard its name 2 or 3 times now in the last week or two. ICE Open Network, $38 million market cap. Don't see any of the supply, but it's, you know, fully diluted is, so it shows you right now that you have a quarter of the supply out. Has Solana, Arbitrum, and a BNB address. That's pretty cool. I mean, that makes it very accessible. I like to see that. Coinmetrics, testnet, the future of digital connectivity. Discover ICE Open Network, where blockchain innovation meets real-world utility. Join us in building a decentralized, scalable, and secure digital landscape that empowers billions globally. I don't really know what they do right off the bat, right? Enabling a new ever decentralized application. We're not just developing a faster blockchain. We're building a dynamic ecosystem for seamless decentralized application. Our platform is designed to be censorship resistant, empowering individuals worldwide, accelerating blockchain adoption, the gateway to decentralization, one app for everything. Well, they got an app. Our wallet streamlines your digital currency management across 17 blockchains with ease and unmatched security, leveraging advanced security technologies. That's pretty cool. Secure decentralized digital ID, Ion Connect, Ion Vault. Now, what if all these different companies make an ID? Are they all going to get accepted as long as they're on the blockchain? Or will there be one company that tries to monopolize? And if they do, isn't that a monopoly? So who could make the ID and how? And does the government try to do it? And where does it happen? And like, it's all interesting questions, right? And when you get to that digital ID, you know that a digital ID is coming. Who's going to be in charge of that digital ID? Who can shut it off? Who can shut it on? Just like the Bible, the mark of the beast. Is that really what's happening? It seems like it is. And as much as we love innovation, it looks like we will head into a society where you may be able to get shut off if you say things that maybe the powers that be don't like. All right. Okay, but we're rocking through these super chats and we're doing pretty good. We got Crow and RLC here. Shout out to Crypto Bushman. Good morning, Sam. I love your opinion on Crow if you have the time today. Thank you. God bless. Shout out to Crypto Bushman. Thank you so much. Shout out to Nick Ellegard, Vinos Gyros, Peter Gaden, Vinos Gyros, Ripped D Twitch, Hulk Solana, Jay Edits. We did look at Adam. We did look at 1 Inch. We did look at Welsh. We did look at FLOKI, Hank Schulten. We did look at CLK from John Leonard. Shout out to Mono 11. We got to look at Land Rocker. We haven't looked at that yet. We got to look at Flux. Wow, so much. You guys are hitting it hard today. It's like feels like a bull run today on a Friday too. It's funny. You never know. The super chats are up and down on different days. Some days it's more people, less super chats. Some people it's less people, more super chats. I find it so interesting, the statistics of that. How about some lifer sauce on ALEPH? We'll take a look at ALEPH. TOSHI. All right, we got so much coming at us. All right, team, I need someone to actually go over what I've done and what I haven't done and make a nice list, if possible. Walking on the beach with the fam, watching the stream and putting in phone trades. Crypto towing in Salt Life. You're funny, man. Everything I see a trade, I scramble around all the time frames to make sure it's not going to pump or dump on my stop loss. It's true. It's a good thing to do. When I didn't do it, they hit me a lot sometimes, so I always do it now. You know. Let's take a look at Land Rocker LRT. LRT here on MEXC. So this thing look, just getting started. Looks like it could pump. Has some buzz. People like it. It's a little new to me to kind of warm up to. 8 hour looks like it wants to continue to pump a little bit though too. Hey, to me, I would, if I believed in this, I would accumulate it above 0.05. If it broke down, I'd get more if I liked it. And I mean, looks like you could be at the beginning of a bigger position. I don't know enough about what it's going to do and where it's going to go. It's a little too new to me. It's on KuCoin. ICE. All right. We may have found a gem. We don't know right now. But a lot of coins that have started early have done pretty well, even at least for a little while. Land Rocker on MEXC. This thing's continued to pump too from 0.3. It basically did a double up. And you can see it's kind of holding down this trend line now. Super tight. We could go lower and say that it already broke out. Like something like that, which it looks like it did, technically. But we're at where we're at now. We can see, does it break down? You kind of need the 1 hour for this. Not a lot of price action. And it's funny, it almost seems to like follow Bitcoin in a way. I mean, not, but you know, it's following Bitcoin's in that flag. If Bitcoin breaks out the flag, whole market's going to get a sign of relief and there's going to be a pump. Bitcoin breaks down, the whole market's going to, you know, Bitcoin back to 71,180. It really doesn't want to give up that lower trend line on that 1 hour time frame. Looks like it's going to continue to fight. It's very, I don't see if we get back in. So we get back in that pattern again. See that right now? It's back above the 200 SMA. And look, the 7 minute wants to rip back up again. So I kept that trade open. I'm going to continue to see what goes on. And I can't wait to just muscle back into the original trade here yet again. It's the exact trade. This is it. 74,879. Stop loss below 70,377. All right. After your lifer class and master friend mentoring, lifers in the 99 love to help you with answers. Jump on in today to the trading group. It'll blow your mind. Hit the link right here and you can go to cryptolifer.com. Find out more about what we do. Read up on it. And 24/7, man, there's someone in that trading group all the time. Sign up for our weekly newsletter here on cryptolifer.com. I greatly appreciate it. But man, I'm here all the time. Sign up to the guy that does not take a day off. My trading group is always rocking it. The 99, pay $99 a month, or you do get discounts. Scroll to the bottom here. You will get a discount. Save 10%. Even more actually if you pay annually. I believe that's more. I believe it's about 20% if you pay annually. But save 10% or 20% depending. We could change, but we're doing a whole new website, so that will change. But shout out to everybody on the live. We appreciate you all. If you want to know more, cryptolifer.com. Jump on in. We have a payment network right there. Jump on in. It's super easy. You don't have to use Patreon. We've cut that out. Anyone who uses Patreon, they take a lot of the money from the creators. So Patreon's not the way. It pains me when I see people pushing Patreon. I didn't know though at the beginning, so I was one of them. You know, pay someone to make a website, get yourself going, cut out the middleman, become a real businessman, cut out Patreon. You know what I mean? Anyway, LRT looks beautiful to me. I like what I'm seeing here. Previous support is resistance coming back down. Land Rocker could get some moves here. It is getting tight. If anything could pump, maybe Land Rocker gets a move. It's been coming up, consolidating, getting ready for its next big leg up. You could even take this as its pole and say, man, does Land Rocker end somewhere at about a penny and 0.2 cents? Looks pretty interesting at the flag. It's probably very high risk because it's just beginning, but previous support is resistance there. You know, you got some traditional TA kind of in your corner there for Land Rocker. Okay, we got VMINT, Flux, ADA, and ORDI. So we did waves. We didn't do waves. We did ice though. We had to do VMINT and waves. VMINT, which I remember when it came out too, and Token Metrics is kind of pushing it a little bit, which would get you a little excited. We had the huge pump, and then it came back down to earth, right? Someone says it's going to start because, like, you know, all the cool stuff is coming out for it. If you follow it and you believe in it and you watch it and you believe it's going to start making numbers, then it could be. I mean, it's a rounded bottom. It's been on support for a while now. I don't know enough about the project. I'm not committed. Maybe I'd swing trade it if I see it get back above resistance, like at 3.9, and then swing trade it back up to 8. Like, I'll swing trade this area here and just leave it. But I don't know if it's going to be one of the coins that I absolutely love, VMINT. I don't remember when it first came out, so I don't have much to say. But previous support is resistance. But I'd like to see it break that bigger. Yeah, like 3, 8, 9, 10. All right. Are you tuning into Kitty's stream? I mean, I kind of want to, but I don't know if I don't think I can tune his stream in, you know? Yeah, I mean, this is crazy, right? I mean, people want to know. Even I want to know. Like, and I'm, you know, everyone wants to be a part of what's happening here and see what's happening. Is he late? Isn't that crazy? Like, what if he never streams? You know, we're all going to probably jump on in here and watch this stream. It's going to be absolutely insane. I wish I could send a super chat, you know. What up? See if you know anyone in there, like all these names, like see anyone you know? Like, so crazy. Like, I want to see one of you guys. Someone put a lemon in the water, man. Someone put the lemon water. See, life or lemon water. Come on, where are you at? Nobody's in there now? Nobody? Come on, you guys. I got to be able to see one person from my stream in there. Everyone's waiting for... Yo, Sam, do you think GME apes will rotate their gains into crypto? I think it's definitely going to help crypto because they have a crypto mentality. That, you know, that degen idea, you know, it's definitely the same type of vibe. And so that frequency only brings people closer in. And so, yes, I believe it's going to have some effect for sure. It makes sense. No, I like MUMU. MUMU's hot, man. MUMU the Bull. Yeah. Of all the memes that I've seen in a while, MUMU has a lot more going for it. Good marketing, good team. MUMU the Bull could really do numbers. So I have MUMU the Bull on the radar for sure. And it's definitely something I've talked about on the channel. And again, no one paid me to talk about MUMU the Bull. I love MUMU the Bull. All right. I get these vibes over certain things, and it looks like MUMU the Bull could do numbers. Honestly, if we didn't get earnings early this morning, like, I mean, if the stock went down like it did, you know, I don't know if this dies like it did. I don't know. It just tells me to be careful, right? So, these people are crazy. Exercise those calls. Wow, their chat is out of control. Wow, he's late now to his own stream by 2 minutes, and he has thousands of people waiting. It's kind of crazy. I mean, who knows what he could be freaking out right now, right? We don't know. 71,000 for Bitcoin. It's kind of a weird time to be alive. I kind of want to stream while he streams for a second, then I'll transition into his stream. I'm curious to heck. I didn't really know much about the guy. Like, as even though I've been a trader, I've never been like, you know. That would be one of the biggest streams I've ever seen in my life, though. And anything in life, right? 450,000 people watch. Like, imagine the money he could make. It's crazy that, like, he has more, like, that's like a Mr. Beast type level, like, live stream. I mean, I don't even know Mr. Beast does that. For $99, you get an amazing Discord that already has my entire, like, strategy created into a course and content directory for you. So you can go through all these videos that are beautifully organized. Then you have a TA question and answer question where you can sit there and, like, post your TA and people will answer your questions and say, hey, what is this? What is that? Right? And say, do you like what I'm saying? This is my idea. On top of that, I'm posting a video update to Bitcoin every single morning and every single night, sometimes throughout the day. Everything that I'm doing. And then I also have an altcoin section that I'm going through all the altcoins that I think are highly likely, and I'm posting those charts and those setups. Then I have an elite group of people, which is 3 amazing charters that have worked underneath me and they've all been tutored and trained underneath my tutelage, and they post charts that they're seeing all the time too as well. And it's just pretty nuts, man. So yeah, anyway, look, even Boom on the Radar in, you know, squad called that secondary pump with GME. Like, my team was giving you guys GME, showing you it right here. Look, he's talking about it at 154 yesterday. I don't know. All right. And then there's probably even more there. Like, I'm not even, and then there's, what else is there in here? There's also a leverage mastery section if you pay another $300 where you get even mentoring and more stuff that goes on if you want to learn about, like, constant leverage trading in the NASDAQ and how to fund. There's just so much stuff going on here in the trading group. It'll blow your mind. I'm telling you right now. Then also once a week, I do a weekly screen share. I post that in here. You can rewatch it whenever you want. We do token metrics, and I post coins that I'm looking at in token metrics, and I go through that a lot. We do that every single week. And on the Mondays, I post new tech. There's just so much. I've never seen a better Discord setup, man. Then we have bots that show you where what exchanges are getting new coins, whale alerts when money's being moved, exchange newses, exchange announcements, what coins are hitting what exchange and when. Like, Steam just hit MEXC, Maneki hit KuCoin, which that's a big deal for me. That's going to help pump it, you know, back on the second Maneki hit KuCoin. All right, stuff like that. All right. Got to get that back up and running. Weird. Everyone loves showing Kitty stream. You're always in the know with the 99. Join today, 24/7. Yeah, you'll just know what's happening in the market. You'll be in tune. You won't miss a beat. You'll know where Bitcoin's going. You won't miss longs. You won't miss shorts. You'll understand a lot of what's happening. You'll just be in tune with where the market's going. We finally lost 71,000. It took all day. But as long as you stay below the 200 SMA on the 7-minute, then you're likely going to the downside. We'll see. But right now, you got to get back above that 200. All right. All right. Let's take a look at Crypto.com. That's a slow-moving coin. You should believe in it and hold it long-term or not. To me, that's really it. And it's retraced beautifully back to the golden pocket. It's bouncing off the 706. It's in a pretty good sweet spot, if you ask me. And it could get all the way back up to possibly where's that level? Like 23571 for Crow. All right. The best stream is here. Imagine not showing up. They all gonna panic sell. You're funny. Imagine Roaring Kitty say to do a massive Bitcoin short squeeze. I hope not, right? Nah, it wouldn't matter. You know why? That's still not enough liquidity. Larry Fink's little pinky ring has more liquidity than one simple, than all the retail combined, right? He says approaching 900K watching Roaring Kitty. Is my stream broken though? I don't see that. I see 463. Yeah, I don't know where you're getting your numbers, man. But those numbers aren't the same for me. But I don't know. Maybe the computers are different. Who knows? I'm getting 463,883. All right. Anyway, this is in the golden pocket. That's a beautiful retracement. It's a likely place where it pumps back to the upside. If you believe in this coin, it's the best place to get in right now. Previous supporters resistance at a 618. You just can't beat that. You can't beat that. All right. Let's take a look at RLC. It's a Friday. It's not the best day to trade. Remember that. We don't open up tons of trades. It's not like, oh yeah, you don't see me going crazy on Fridays. It's very rare. Okay, so just remember that too. Like Fridays has low volume. You just want to be easy on a Friday. Very easy. A lot of kids are finally getting out of school no matter where you are too, even public school now, and people are going away for the weekend. There's that magic in the air. That's summer magic, baby. What if he never goes live? Like, what happened? Like, what is he doing right now in his house? He's like getting his mic ready. He's putting his tie on. Like, what is he doing? As a streamer, I'm like, what are you doing, buddy? RLC just following Bitcoin in a way too, watching the symmetrical triangle and Solana. Anything could happen, but the tight moving average suggests that RLC is going to make a bit of a move further to the upside. This coin's been hot, and it will continue to be hot. I see a double up coming for RLC. Again, you never know. But that looks pretty nice to me, RLC. So he's celebrating his first $1 billion. Isn't that crazy? $1 billion, man. Unbelievable. I'm like, wow, man, he did it. He did it in such an unconventional way that who knew? Like through his conviction and it's just crazy how he figured it out. He's like, I'm going to short this GameStop. I'm going to long GameStop. Man, wow, look, the chat I've never seen chat like this. Look at that. You can't even begin to see it, to read it. I feel like he's going to break the YouTube streamer. Oh, I saw my name, dude. I just saw my name in the stream. Hold on. You guys did it. I saw someone write Crypto Lifer. I seen it. Look. I saw it. One of you guys wrote it. I saw the Crypto Lifer, man. I seen it. Even in the crazy movement. I saw it. I saw it. It's crazy. And it was like dark red, too. It was weird. I don't know how you did that. Won't let me go back though. Too fast. Like, he's like, AERO Crypto Lifer Go. Yo, I seen it, bro. I seen it, dude. RLC looks interesting to me too. And now this is just bonus time with the lifer, right? Shout out to the $118 in chat revenue, 776 likes. People are awesome, man. We had a great stream. I'm really appreciative of everybody here. Remember, it's as simple as watching things get tight. Like, you don't have to be a genius here. Watch price action get tight. Only buy price action when it's getting super tight. Like, don't buy a weird jagged line. Only when you see like a bunch of tightness. That's it, man. Right? Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to the DJ. Shout out to Dark Matters, Altcoin Degen, No Lights, Kush Master. Shout out to Barber Trader Joe. Shout out to Jay Smith. Shout out to Matt Skiski. Shout out to Ryan S. Oh, let's take a look. They can't stop us all. People are going crazy. Let's see what Twitter is. Twitter like saying anything about the live? Because you'd think this live would be a big deal, right? They go hard right there because you're like, you almost have to join the live. You're like, I don't know. I like that, you know. Wow, and you know, big news there is Alex Jones liquidates InfoWars. It's crazy. On all that, I don't know if you follow that. That's a lot of crazy news too. ETF surge amid price stagnation. It's a big deal. Bitcoin ETFs have seen significant inflows with over 1.5 billion in the last 3 days. BlackRock's IBIT led the inflows with 350 million, with Grayscale's GBTC experienced outflows. Despite these substantial inflows, Bitcoin price has not seen a corresponding surge, leading to discussions among investors and analysts about the market's dynamics and the impact of ETF investments on the Bitcoin price. I mean, nothing's going to be generally huge, but it's going to be BlackRock buys 4,900 Bitcoin and the price hasn't moved. Yeah, because they buy it usually like OTC, right? And in batches in different ways, right? It's not supposed to pump the price too bad. I mean, the sentiment should pump the price. You know? Like the idea itself should pump the price. But man, I'm waiting for this Roaring Kitty to stream just like you guys, but I'm about to go on with my day. I got stuff to do. I can't sit here all day. Never ape into someone else's rabbit hole. Amen, right? Shout out to Matt Case. Like that. Well, I just wanted to say people are just overly bullish. First one. Because I got the... Thank you. Why? Why would you say that? People think I'm wearing pants and you tell everyone I'm wearing shorts? Get out of the studio. Hey, John and Jim, take her by the shoulders and get... John and Jim, take her out of the studio. I'm going to have security remove you. I'm having security. I'm having security. When you enter the studio and you decide to speak during the stream and you say things about my physical appearance that I do not want other people to know in the world, you will be removed from the studio. John and Jim, remove her from the studio. I love you, babe. He said, you got a crazy one in your hands, don't you? Oh, no. Someone... Wave and ALEPH. Oh, yeah, you still want waves. And, man, the dollar index pumping, Roaring Kitty not showing up, in the tension brewing. GME got dumped hard, by the way. All right? You guys, I hope people realize that. See, everyone's in the hype, and then the dump happened. Like, if you're all in the hype, you would have woke up. You might have bought some stock yesterday afternoon, and you'd be down so hard right now. MUMU on Soul Cup and Handle. Shout out to Bufflink. I like MUMU, baby. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a cup and handle. We looked at it. Kind of a double bottom. On time every early, late if you're on time. Kitty, baby. Who wants me to take a picture and post it on Discord? Who wears short, cocky shorts? Hey, I don't have short shorts, all right? Don't talk like that. You can wear shorts and a suit, actually. I've seen it. Like, this is legit, all right? Don't tell me different. We all know the lifer doesn't wear pants while streaming. Proper street fighting, OG. I got pants on, man. She's bugging. I got pants on. All right? I got pants on, man. Make sure I got it talked. You know what I mean? What is she trying to say about my pants? Like, I don't get it. Rowan Kitty's not coming up, so like, you know what I mean? Got some nice cocky pants. Wait. Oh. Coming with the camera now? That's all you do lately. Fat looking good before ASI. Yes, it is. But babe, we're all waiting for Rowan Kitty right now. Can I tell you what's happening? So this guy, like 3 or 4 years ago, believed that GameStop was a good buy. And he just started opening up calls and taking out huge longs. And like slowly he created like a group of people behind him. And then I guess he was right. And then the stock started to do well. And it ate up all these giant hedge funds that were shorting GameStop. And they all got buried. And he became famous. And he's called Rowan Kitty. And now today he's going to live stream. He hasn't live streamed in a while. Everyone's waiting for his live stream. I have it up right here. He has 444,000 people waiting for him right now, but he didn't show up. He was supposed to be there at 12 o'clock. Now this morning, listen how crazy this is. This morning, everyone gets hyped and he says that he's going to come out and everyone thinks he might use his options. And if he uses his options at the price it was at the time, he was going to become a billionaire live on stream, right? So everyone thought he's going to come out here and possibly become a billionaire in front of everybody. We don't know what's going to happen. He probably won't sell. I think he's going to keep his shares mostly. But what happened in a twist of events is GM, the company itself, which probably was, someone must have got to them because this is so weird. They came out with earnings early. Earnings were horrible and the stock tanked from like 70 to 36 bucks or for. I don't know if he wants to go now because the stock's down hard. I don't know what's going on. It's just kind of interesting in my world as a streamer and a stock guy to see this happening in real time. You say that about everything, babe. We saw mice the other day and you said it was an inside job. Get it? But it was though. I just can't wait for you to deflate, you know? Just kind of. Does the air come out? Like, I don't remember. Oh, Jesus. So we got back above the 200 SMA on the 7-minute time frame, which is a bullish sign for Bitcoin. Regardless of what they do, this is still a falling wedge. And if you go to traditional TA, the falling wedge should break up 68% of the time. We're back on track for 71,185. And even though they played around, things look okay. I may go back into the bigger long. And the original smaller trade is back in the green. Not a lot, but tiny, but it's back in the green. We'll see where we go from here. You need to look into Insane Labs for real assets. Shout out to Justed Cracker. Thank you. I'm staying on the live stream, baby. Did it dump? Did they halt? They halted GME again? Is that what they did? So now... Also, the New York Stock Exchange likes to halt the coin. Like, halt the, like out of nowhere. Like, yeah, they halt trading and freeze trading and stuff. It's weird. It really is strange. Can't do that. It's all right. I mean, this is just history in the making, and he's nowhere to be found. Where is he? Like, look, we have as many people watching us as Paul Barron. And this is the end of my stream where I just kind of do antics. Isn't that crazy? We're one of the biggest streams in crypto, baby. The Crypto Lifer stream. Mark my words, man. We're blasting it. We take channels on with 1 million, 500,000 subscribers. We bang on them. Our little itty bitty $65,000 65 subscriber channel. Banging on it, baby. Banging on it. Can't wait till we get to the upper echelons. Hey. Give me a high five, you little cutie. Babe, what do I do now? So it's either I go with my wife and eat lunch or I miss the Roaring Kitty history. He should have went live by now. He's had 20 minutes now. I get it, babe. The baby's due June 28th, 20 days, so it could happen. 25th, it could happen anytime. Anytime. Eat lunch, enjoy the day, family. Watch on your phone. Any minute now. Bring your earbuds, at least one of them. These people are funny, man. Maybe he's waiting for you to log off. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to Justin Cassmore in the house. Did we just get the move again? 71,220 for BTC. Let's see what happens. Wow, this is crazy. They got him, people keep saying. They got him. It's like, where you at? Just bought more GME. It's just a stock run that went from 17 up to 48. What's the whole big deal all about? I guess he started getting it at what, 9, 8, 7x. Keith G, we love you, man. Wherever you are, Keith, we love you, man. He's fixing his headband, Keith G. It's not Roaring Kitty versus crypto. It's funny. Yeah, and then these coins are getting dumped hard. So just be careful, man. I told people just don't, The Florida Heat making Sammy break out the shorts. It is, dude. It is. He's been kidnapped. Interesting. Roaring Kitty kidnapped. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Get this guy out of the studio. This guy thinks he's funny over here. He's making funny jokes and he said kidnap like a kid, like he's like a Roman kitty. Get this guy out of here. Think he's funny over here. Wow, you can see the popularity though. All right, it's time to go. I guess I can't keep it moving any longer. What is that on my head? I feel something. What was that? You did bunny ears on me in front of everybody? I'm embarrassed. You've now made me feel like I'm this small in front of the world. You don't realize what it is when the stream's going on. I have issues. You can't do stuff like that, babe. Babe, I don't feel right now. Now I feel uncomfortable because you did the thing with the ear thing. Why did you do that? What can I do now? Well, you come here. I'm gonna give you bunny ears. Come here. I'm gonna give you the bunny ear. Come over here. Come over here. I want to be Crypto Lifer when I grow up. Hey, who doesn't? Yo, he's there. He's the wait. It's coming. 18 seconds. Hold on. It's coming out. It's coming. It's coming. And the stock is dumping. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool little intro. Sick intro. I like the intro. I gotta give it to him. I like the intro. Nice little kitty intro. What if this is all he plays and then he disappears? Yeah, it's on. I just want to see a couple seconds of it. 5 minutes and then I'll leave. That was funny. Wow. Now it's just running like a disclaimer, you see? Like, you probably went to the bathroom, honey. He was just right there. Oh my God, there he is. He looks like his arm's broken. Hold on, let's see. What is going on here? He's like in a wheelchair with a brace on. What is going on, dude? What the heck? Yo, this is so weird. Like, you think you'd be like, hey, what up? And you start talking. Oh, he's messing around. This guy's a funny dude. Like,
Am I okay? Oh shit! Oh, that was a close call.
this is funny, yo.
Sit up there. Oh. Help! Send help! Send help! Can y'all hear me right now? I kind of forget how to do this. I kind of tested it. Can you hear me? I can't keep up with this chat. You can hear me? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can't read this chat. The chat. Oh, you can hear me. Oh, excellent. I had to dust this shit off to get this working. Oh, you brought me back to life with the chat. It's like the bzz, bzz. Oh shit. I'm alive.
I have all the profanity now on my channel. Dang. Anyway, you guys can watch that. I'll jump on out. ALPH, same as where it was. It's just kind of sitting in a sideways channel for a long time. We've been watching it. Looks like it's going to take some time. All the way back at the bottom of the channel. Holding that higher low, though. So I'm just waiting for that to kind of coil up and continue its move to the upside. 175%, but it's going to take some time for ALEPH. Bitcoin still holding gains of 71,240. Nothing has really changed for BTC. We're still watching this flag, and everything is still kind of on key here. And the 1 hour could actually come back down, get the move, stay inside the flag, and then we continue to pump to the upside. It's a 1 hour ascending triangle, technically as simple as that, with an entry there, a stop loss below there, with a target going all the way to $75,206. That's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. I'm in that trade right now on a smaller idea, and I'm about to add it to the bigger idea too as well. May God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I'll see you tomorrow for another morning update and a night stream. May God bless your beautiful day. It's Friday, baby. Thank you so much for kicking it with the lifer, and I'll be back tomorrow. I know, that's me. Who am I? But what do you call me? Sammy what? Yeah, but you give me a nickname. What's my nickname? No, but you say Sammy Cup and Handy? Cup and Handy? Say it to the mic right now. Say Sammy Cup and Handy.
Cup and Handy.
No, say Sammy Cup and Handy.
Cup
No, Sammy cup in handy.
Cup in handy.
But say Sammy cup in handy.
Sammy cup in handy.